This is Paul. Yes, yes, yes. 274 in the world. Yeah. University of Waikato. Yeah. They've improved 127 places over the last 5 years. Over 5 years, not the last 5 years, the future 5 years. They made it sound like that it's unnecessary to put last 5 years. Yes. Yeah. For all of you that have done so well for yourselves over the last 5 years. Yeah, but you didn't say over 5 years, as in it could have been any 5 years. Look at this individual's holding an apple as if that was something of um, new entrants by region, which Eastern Europe, Middle East. Mm. I just wanted to know the actual education of the employees of the United States and every nation that has a legal liability for the enforcement of the laws. Now, all of you applied for a job to be able to be employed in every city, county, tribal government, state in the United States federal government. Yeah. And your look-alike went to school and you stayed home. Yeah. And then when you got the job, yeah. Your look-alike stayed home and you went to work. Yeah. But the actual look-alike had the education and you didn't know what you were doing. Oh, there's a considerable amount of liability for the look-alike in you trading places during your education. And then the look-alike in you trading your places during the time of actual employment. You don't actually have the education that you said you had. Yes. Now, if you thought $100 billion, all right, and you thought about me, yeah, and I looked at all your signatures of all the petitions, right, all the documentation of your actual university degrees. In fact, I looked at the quality of the education that you received because of a trust fund. Yeah, somebody being your angel when paying for you to go to school. Yeah. One of your relatives saying this is the way that we've always doing this. Yeah. Australia. I know. Yeah. Why don't you just right now? Why don't you get me the actual degrees of those that have legal liability for the enforcement of the laws? Yeah. I, of course, can sue you for knowing that you had a twin that you didn't tell anybody about. Yeah. When at the same time I could sue your family for not saying you had a twin. Yeah. I could sue your employer for knowing that you have a twin and not saying anything. Yeah. In fact, I could sue the institution that issued the degree. Yeah. For any knowledge that they had that you had a twin and you're in a special family of individuals that doesn't have to do your own school work. Now, MIT, I'm going to need to know all the applicants and the individuals that went to school there. And then after graduation, any government position that they received as a result of the degree that MIT issued. Yeah, and for no, I'm looking for another $100 billion. Now, I'm sitting here without $5 to start an initiative. Yes, for a referendum. Because this nation is refusing to enforce the statute of limitations. Yeah. Because the governor of this state and every state is, for right now. I want the piece of crap in the governor's mansion to understand something. Yeah. You'll get me every school that you attended. You'll get me every piece or documentation. Yeah, that you signed before you became the governor of the state of Washington. And if I find anything as a forgery, a false statement, or you representing any knowledge that is actual fraud, yeah, misrepresentation or perjury, right now, I'll have you put in prison for lying when you applied to go to community college, Governor. No, I would